The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are at odds of plus 2,000 to win the College Football National Championship. Last season saw the Fighting Irish go 8-5 straight up and 6-7 against the spread, also going 8-5 on the over-under. Head coach Brian Kelly had a roller coaster fifth season in 2014. The team went from being in the discussion to appear in the first ever playoff structured season in NCAA football to going 0-4 to end November, settling for a Music City Bowl game before New Year's Day. After a 6-0 start to the 2014 season, Notre Dame gave Florida State all they could handle in their attempts to go 7-0. The eventual 4-point loss after a 3-point lead, surrendered in the fourth quarter against the Seminoles, seemed to take all of the wind out of Notre Dame's sails. The Irish finished the year with a 1-5 record over the last 6 games of the season, albeit ending in a bowl game win over LSU of the SEC Conference. The stakes are always high in South Bend, with every game being nationally televised and a fan base as loyal as any in the country. Senior quarterback Everett Golson simply had a problem holding on to the football, but he has still accumulated over 5,800 passing yards and a 40-21 touchdown interception ratio in his 2 years at South Bend. Sophomore Malik Zaire started one game last season, and it was the Music City Bowl for the Irish a year ago. He and Golson shared time, but Zaire took home the MVP honors for the 31-28 win over the LSU Tigers, and has now been handed the reins for the foreseeable future. Offensive coordinator Mike Sanford will have Terrion Falstern in the backfield for the third straight season, and he has slowly integrated the junior running back into the passing game. So expect more touches for Falston, who had 175 rushes and 18 grabs a year ago. Will Fuller had a breakout season a year ago, and he will be joined by Corey Robinson and Chris Brown, with additional support from CJ Proces and Amir Carlisle, putting 5 upperclassmen in the rotation. When you see a number like 10 or 11 returning starters to a team defense, you can likely assume that they're happy with what they have, and another year's experience is under everyone's belt. Defensive coordinator Brian Van Gorder returns almost all of his defensive line rotation, which includes 2-year captain senior Sheldon Day at defensive tackle. Jaron Jones was set to fill the other DT spot, having recovered from a foot injury that some thought would cost him time. The Irish defense only registered 26 sacks a year ago, and both defensive ends expected to start are more known for having an influence on stopping the run than rushing the quarterback. Brian Kelly knew coming in that every year in Notre Dame has a certain level of expectation that comes with the job, and he will have to overachieve while again navigating a difficult schedule. On opening day, Texas comes to South Bend, and the Irish will host 3 of their first 4 opponents in September's opening month. For our Notre Dame Fighting Irish betting predictions, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.